Blind mystic Baba Vanga, who predicted 9/11 and Brexit, has made two world-changing predictions for 2018. A blind mystic who fans claim correctly predicted Brexit, 9/11, the rise of ISIS and the Boxing Day tsunami envisioned two world-changing events happening in 2018. Conspiracy theorists believe Baba Vanga foretold many natural disasters and global wars before they happened. The Bulgarian, who died in 1996 aged 85, left predictions going all the way to the 51st century, when she said the world would end. The coming year has two major events in store, according to the woman known as the Nostradamus from the Balkans. She said that in 2018 China will become the world's next superpower, taking over from the US, and a new form of energy will be discovered on Venus. Could these predictions actually come true? The Parker Solar Probe, named after the solar astrophysicist Eugene Parker, is scheduled to launch in July 2018. The NASA robotic spacecraft is designed to probe the outer corona of the Sun. While the craft will not actually land on Venus, it will use the planet's gravitational force to achieve multiple passes of the Sun. The mission aims to determine the structure and dynamics of the magnetic fields at the sources of solar wind, trace the flow of energy that heats the plasma surrounding the Sun, and explore dusty plasma near the star and its influence on solar wind and energetic particle formation. Did Baba Vanga predict these events? The Kursk nuclear submarine disaster. In 1980, the blind prophetess predicted that in August of 1999, Kursk will be covered with water and the whole world will weep over it. Kursk was a Russian sub that sank in the Barents Sea on August 12, 2000, killing all aboard. 9/11. In 1989, Baba Vanga said, "Horror, horror. The American brethren will fall after being attacked by the steel birds. The wolves will be howling in a bush, and innocent blood will be gushing." On September 11, 2001, planes hijacked by Islamic extremists hit the World Trade Center in New York, killing thousands of people. World War III. Baba warned that assassination attempts on 4 heads of states in 2010 would become one of the causes for the start of World War III. Some dismissed this prediction as incorrect, as the heads of state were believed to potentially refer to Obama, Sarkozy, Netanyahu, Vladimir Putin, and Gordon Brown. However, observers note that Hamas leader Mahmoud al-Mabhouh was assassinated in Dubai on January 19, 2010, and Polish leader Lech Kaczynski was found dead in suspicious circumstances on April 10, 2010. Others point out that Libya's Colonel Muammar Gaddafi was killed on October 20, 2011, and Saddam Hussein died a few years earlier on December 30, 2006. All were linked to the Arab Spring, which Baba said would set events in motion which would bring about the next global conflict. Syria. Before she died, the clairvoyant made a chilling prophecy about the rise of nuclear weapons. Baba reportedly prophesied a 2016 invasion of Europe by Muslim extremists, a conflict she predicted would begin with the Arab Spring in 2010. She also allegedly forewarned of a showdown in Syria where Muslims would use chemical warfare against Europeans. The prediction is eerily similar to the sarin gas attack thought to have been conducted on the orders of Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad. Brexit. Theorists believe she foretold Brexit, even going so far as to say that Europe as we know it will cease to exist by the end of 2016. Korea and Donald Trump. Baba also appeared to predict that the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump, would be faced with a crisis which would bring the country down. Her chilling prediction states, "Everyone will put their hopes in him to end it, but the opposite will happen. He will bring the country down and conflicts between North and South states will escalate." Some speculate the references to North and South could mean North and South Korea. Its scheduled launch date was originally in 2015, but this was pushed back. Baba Vanga predicted the mission will discover a new form of energy, according to conspiracy theorists. She is revered in Russia for her 85% success rate when it comes to telling the future, with millions convinced that she possessed paranormal abilities. Her second prediction for 2018, that China would overtake the US as a superpower, is also plausible. 2 years ago, research group The Conference Board estimated that by 2018, China's contribution to global GDP will surpass that of the US. The future predictions of the blind mystic. China rises. According to the prophetess, China will become a world power in 2018. She's probably out a few years here, as China is already an economic and military powerhouse. We've also apparently got a change in the Earth's orbit to look forward to sometime before 2023. A golden age. A new energy source will be created and global hunger will start to be eradicated between 2025 and 2028. A manned spacecraft to Venus will be launched. Ice caps melt. From 2033 to 2045, the polar ice caps will melt, causing ocean levels to rise. Meanwhile, Muslims rule Europe and the world economy is thriving. Cloning cures most diseases. The rise of cloning allows doctors to cure any disease, as the body is simply and easily replaced. The US will launch an attack on Muslim Rome using a climate-based instant freezing weapon. Red and green. Between 2072 and 2086, a classless, communist society will thrive hand in hand with newly restored nature. Mars attacks. A lot happens from 2170 to 2256, including a Mars colony becoming a nuclear power and demanding independence from the Earth, the establishment of an underwater city, and the discovery of something terrible during the search for alien life. Time travel. Sometime between 2262 and 2304 we'll crack time travel. Meanwhile, French guerrillas fight the Muslim authorities in France. The secrets of the moon will be unveiled. The end of the Earth. From 2341, a series of natural and man-made disasters render our home planet uninhabitable. Humanity escapes to another solar system, but resources are scarce and wars are waged as a result. Going backwards, 3815 to 3878. Civilization has been destroyed and people live like beasts until a new religion rises to lead us out of the darkness. Immortal alien hybrids. From 4302 to 4674, the concepts of evil and hatred have been eliminated. Humans are immortal and have assimilated with aliens. The 340 billion people scattered throughout the universe can talk to God. The end of all things in 5079. The